Over the years, we've traveled up and down the East Coast. We've been to New York City and down to Florida, and we've traveled to California for the Rose Parade in 2013. But this is the longest trip and the farthest that we've traveled. We meet at the school around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, take buses to Pittsburgh, and I think the earliest flight leaves at 6 o'clock in the morning. I think there are 6 flights total, and they all connect somewhere. My flight goes from Pittsburgh to Dulles in Washington, and then from Washington to Honolulu, for instance. The anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, and so that's what was interesting to us, especially a band from West Virginia, because there was a battleship named the USS West Virginia that was a big part of the fight. And down here is Honolulu, which is where the parade is. And if we move down to this map, this is where Pearl Harbor is, and we will be visiting Pearl Harbor and play for a ceremony there honoring the soldiers and sailors that were killed that day. Well, we're going to do a Circle Island tour, is what they call it, where they take us around and show us the island. There's the Dole Plantation. We will attend a luau. We will have a day of hiking, particularly up Diamond Head, which is a crater, a volcanic crater, and then we have a day, at least one day at the beach, form as part of a mass band with other bands that are in the parade. So there are a number of musical opportunities for us while we were in Hawaii. There's 250 students and about 330 adults, so 270, 280. The planning started over a year and a half ago. That's when we first were told that we were invited to come. And so at that point, there's an awful lot of fundraising that takes place to try to lower the cost for the students. But then there's also the musical considerations, and at that point, we didn't even know how many kids would be in the band or which kids, because we graduated a class of seniors and gathered in another class of freshmen. So the musical preparation for this year couldn't actually start until July for this year's band, the students that are actually participating. Well, for the parade, we'll be playing Country Roads, but we've also learned, as for the mass band performance of God Bless America, we've also learned Armed Forces Salute, several patriotic songs that we'll be using over there. But we are expecting FedEx to help us. I'm not sure exactly how that'll work, but I know that the uniforms have to go out early, for instance, and the instruments have to leave. I'm not sure if the kids will take the instruments on the planes with them or not, but the larger instruments have to be shipped. Tubas, the drum line, for instance.